Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing great and reading some amazing books. In today's video, I'm going to recommend you a romance book. So, if you are someone who is interested in romance tropes like friends to lovers, and if you like reading second chance romance, then this book, this video is definitely for you. Make sure you stick to the end to know everything about this book. And the book which I'm presenting you today is this, Your Home is in My Heart by Nika Shah. Just look at the cover more closely. This is such a beautiful cover, and not just the cover, but this book has like so many beautiful illustrations inside it. So as we'll move ahead with this video, I'll show you the illustrations as well. But first of all, coming to the story of this book, Your Home is in My Heart is a story of two childhood best friends who have been together like literally since childhood, and they have been together for almost all their life, and they have been best friends. They have done everything together, and there's nothing that can actually break them apart. And their families are very good friends as well, and that's how they also become good friends. So it's actually, you will see a family relation which you will discover in this, and the author has also taken a great initiative to introduce each and everything. Like the book actually starts from the moment they are born, so the families are introduced and how they are, and everything is well executed and introduced in this book. And so we see the lives of Shibai and Jivika unfolding in this book. We see them growing up and moving out of India for their higher studies, for their college, and still sticking together, still remaining in contact with each other. And since I mentioned that it's a romance book, so definitely they fall in love with each other, they develop feelings for each other, and they confess their feelings to each other. But till here, everything sounds like really good. But what is the main obstacle in their relationship or love is a family dispute which happens. And I'm not going to reveal what the dispute was about. You just read it and you'll know. But the main highlight here is that now the dispute has happened and they eventually have to part their ways. They cannot be together, and to some extent it's their decision only, but it is definitely influenced by the dispute which has taken place. What readers might get to discover in this book is that will their love survive the test of time, how things are going to be, how they are going to take this sudden dispute which has occurred, because they are like madly in love with each other. So what's going to happen with them, you will get to know in this book when you read it. And I'm not going to reveal much. Now coming to the illustrations which I was talking about in this book, so there are in total 17 beautiful illustrations which best describe the situation which is ongoing in the book, and I'll show you just a few of them which are my favorites. So just look at this beautiful illustration. Also there is this code on the top of every illustration. You can just scan it and you can listen to the tune particularly dedicated to the illustration. There are many more illustrations, but I cannot show you a few because probably it will be a spoiler. So I'll just show you one or two more. Just have a look at this. So there will be illustrations like these only, so I hope you got an idea. And I just loved it, because honestly, who doesn't love a book with illustrations, and that too when they are so pretty. Just look at it. So yeah, that was about the illustrations. There are total 17 in them. That was about the story and the illustration. But now coming to how the book was for me, it's a very detailed and slow paced narration. Like I said in the beginning, that the author has introduced like the family background and everything, so there is great detailing of everything, which I feel some readers might appreciate, but I like detailing to a certain extent only. So for me, some of the details became unnecessary at certain points. Apart from that, I feel the book dragged a little more than necessary. So I feel that it could be a little better than that. But apart from all those things, I feel that the book is very mature in its content, mature in terms of it deals with a lot of issues, a lot of daily life things in a very sensitive manner and in a very mature and appropriate manner. I would say there was nothing cringe or cliched which I discovered in this book. I loved how the characters dealt with their life problems, and I loved everything overall. My only problem was like the detailing, because I was kind of becoming impatient with the book, because honestly there was nothing to predict a new here. Like, we all know what happens in second chance romances, we all know what happens with every happily ever after. It's the middle part, which we have to read, and we um, get to see, okay, what the author has written about, certain things and all that stuff. So yeah, that was like my overall opinion. And this book is definitely for beginners. If you are a beginner in romance, or even if you are just a second chance romance lover or a romance lover in general, then you should definitely read this book. The book is available on Amazon and also on the author's website. I'll mention the links in the description below, so go ahead, check out the links and get this book for yourself if you would be interested. And I'll see you in the upcoming videos. Until next time, take care and keep reading.